Hi, my name is Junio Almonte. I work with Englert Incorporated. I run the call center for Englert.
Hi, my name is John Lyness. I'm the IT Director here at Englert Incorporated.
My name is Joe Tripod. I'm the Vice President of Client Solutions and Support here at Englert. I pretty much do everything except make the product and sell the product. I do everything else.
My name is Shannon Cox. I'm an HR Generalist for Englert, and I've been here for 10 years.
Hi, this is Bill Lehman. I work at Englert Incorporated. I'm a maintenance manager here.
Hello, everyone. My name is Eddie Sardinha. I am the network manager here for Englert. I've been here for about 4 years now.
Well, I'm a supervisor here. I supervise roll foreman in my department.
My name is George Kaminski, and I'm a tool and die manager.
I was excited because, I consider myself a leader, but I knew I needed some work. And I knew there was other leaders in this organization, and I think that bringing the leadership training to the table has brought out the leadership capabilities in people. And I think without that, people would still be stuck in their same routine.
I like that. At the beginning, I didn't think that I need that. That's what I thought at the beginning, but after I did something with my mom that I never tell her how much I love her, we're learning a lot of that. I mean, a lot from Keith, from the stuff that he's teaching us. But to me, that was one of the big things that I learned, that I gotta thank people, I gotta tell them how much I love them, that I appreciate what they did for us.
What was the biggest surprise to you over the last year or so?
How welcoming this whole program was. Because in the beginning we were like, oh, do we have to do this? Do we really have to do this? And now it's like, oh, look what we did today, or we'll come back from the meeting and we'll all talk about what happened in the meetings. And I think it's really brought us closer together as a company and as teams, and it's great to, as it goes down to the floor, it's trickling down there and you can see it starting to happen, it's been happening down on the floor. So I think that's a great thing to see.
A lot of stuff surprised me. A lot of it's personal, especially with the people in the room, learning more about them, not just them at work, but them outside of work and what they do, and about their kids. Like, it's pretty cool because you think you know somebody, and then when you're in that room with them and learning with them and growing with them, you learn so much more about everybody, including the owner of the company.
I think actually, the biggest surprise was how fast it moved everybody forward, right? The last year, the progress we've just did in the 1 year is kind of amazing. I think before Keith got here, or just when Keith got here, we thought like, wow, this is going to be a long, drawn-out process. It's not. It's going to take years before we see progress. And seeing the progress in the past year has been amazing.
Well, some of the analogies that Keith brought to the table, like the flying geese and the tree and so forth, were all, really cool, and I think it, made things more fun in the meetings, and made us think a little bit more about how leadership works all around us. So, that was a pretty neat aspect of the training.
I think I'm a better leader because of it, and I can see just from my people the difference that I've made on them also.
I think, the big one that Debbie talks about a lot is the walls being broken down and everybody working together. I think was a big step in driving everybody's growth. Now everybody, I think, can have fun and grow and have a voice.
One of the main things for me is we are a team. Everybody works together. We used to have walls, and those walls are no longer. So that's my biggest thing since coming back here to Englert.
I find now that I can speak freely. I don't have to worry about who I'm talking to or what I'm saying. It's just freeing.
Because right now I think that you can go to any people, to any person to talk about anything, and they listen to you.
I think it keeps us conscious of everyday leadership processes, and we don't fall back into the slump of we're up to our elbows, we're all up to our elbows, the days are short, we have a lot to do, we have a lot to accomplish, and we just push all the leadership qualities aside and just plow ahead. It really keeps us on the straight and narrow.
Through Keith's leadership, I've learn how to deal with critical problems more easily and communicate effectively with my team.
I'm a better listener. Leadership is, something that I didn't really care for, but now I think it's good for the company, and I'm a better listener for it.
It's interesting because a lot of the information that Keith is bringing to us and teaching us in these classes, I've been exposed to at one point or another in my previous jobs before this, a couple of pretty large companies, and everything is right on the money. It doesn't change over the years. It's pretty much solid groundwork leadership management. And people that come to this class with Keith that haven't seen this before are obviously amazed, and they can see the transformation it makes with us learning this stuff together as a group.
The biggest benefit, I think, would be incorporating the principles that Debbie created, to get everybody to go by them, to live by them, to work with them, to incorporate them to our new employees coming in so they know what they need to live up to. And as long as they could follow it, then they have a place here.
To be honest, I like seeing the change in our environment. I like seeing, how it helped the company, how it benefited all of our employees, including myself. I like seeing everybody grow with the company, and I like seeing the opportunities that it presented to us. And everybody benefited, not only the employees, but Englert itself benefited from the training.
The speed dating, I think, was the best.
Learning how to do presentations, that was something that it was important. I thought at one point that it was the most difficult thing to do, and once I went through the process and listened to what Keith had to say afterwards, it became easier if I have to do it again. Also learning about our principles, going with him one by one, it has helped me with the company, but also helped me with my personal life.
I think my favorite part was being with my peers and interacting with them, because I don't get to do that all the time. Some of the people work different shifts, and just to be able to be in the room and communicate with them and grow with them, I think has been the best.
I thought that I was only like a supervisor, and that was it. After the sessions that we had with Keith, he shows the difference, and he's showing us how to grow, how to be a leader.
My favorite part was being as one, working together, and taking other people's advice, and making sure that we make a good decision before we move on. Before, I used to make that decision on my own.
Probably sharing experiences with the other people in the class, my peers in the class, and their perspective of how things can be done differently and how they feel about the way we do things or how they would do them. It's it's probably more of a bonding session than anything else for our peers. So it's really great, though.
My favorite part was really getting the groups together and having everybody being able to understand what some of their challenges were with leadership, and then ultimately, having everybody on the same page after the leadership training has developed has been really a key factor.
I'm looking forward. We're going to have a class on time management, and we're all hurting on time, and time is very precious. You don't get it back, so I'm looking forward to that. That's going to be good.
I think the best thing about the program is Keith, honestly. The way he speaks to you and the way he lets you communicate, and just his overall presentations, I think, have been great, and I look forward to more of them.
We're going to run like 60,000 pounds of this material, so we want to make sure it's good before we start.
Did we get some pictures of you?
Yeah, more than enough to save a lifetime.